Hello everybody watching. This is a more serious video that I have coming up in this video. It's going to be about Anthony Bourdain and why I think he committed suicide. He had bipolar disorder, which I know a little bit about, so I just wanted to share my insight on why he did what he did. And it's very obvious. A lot of people say, why would he do such a thing? Why would he suicide when he had the world at his feet? Well, this is the issue. He traveled so much to all of these locations, and he dealt with too many people. This guy with the bipolar illness, depression, it's not very good for you to be around so many different people who are basically strangers to you, because it heightens your paranoia, your depression. It's not healthy for you at all in his condition with bipolar. So I believe what happened is, and just to tell you a little bit about bipolar, um, basically he traveled so much, but he still felt all alone. He's experienced so many different people, and to a normal person, yes, that would be an amazing experience to go through every single country. For him, it was the worst experience. He did not like going to all those countries. It was just for his job. He probably wanted to stay at home and just relax and cook by himself, I guess, or with somebody else. Um, but unfortunately, his job, parts unknown, had him traveling to different countries all the time, nonstop. So bipolar makes you feel like you're all alone in a group of people because you don't experience emotions the same way that others do. So you're kind of sitting there looking at other people and you're perplexed. You're like, wow, how is that person experiencing extreme happiness right now and I am not? And I'm feeling as down as possible. And it really gets you depressed. Gets you depressed because you don't feel like you can experience the world normally like other people. So that is the issue with bipolar. It's an illness that cannot be surrounded by multiple people. It's very, very, very bad. Or on the flip side, if you are going to be with multiple people, then they have to be like you. They have to also have bipolar. There also has to be an understanding. There has to be it has to be controlled. For him, his environment was not controlled. He was going out all the time to random places. Random is not good. Random is very scary for him. So I bet he was very scared going to each location that he was signing up to do. And he ultimately couldn't experience what normal people experience when they go on vacations and they love these foreign countries. For him, it was too much. It was just way too much, and it got to him eventually to the point where he said to himself, like, look, I don't want any more of this. This is too much for me to go to this next country. I don't want to experience this loneliness that I feel I when I decide to go out into this other country. It's that feeling of being surrounded by a lot of people but being all alone at the same time, and he just, you know, he just decided to do it. And that's another thing about depression is there's some people who are addicted to sadness. Um, and I don't know why just yet, but there are some people who are, who love to cry, who love that emotion. It's almost beautiful to them to be sad. So, and it's not healthy, but it's so beautiful to them to be sad because I guess it keeps you alone. It keeps you alone away from people. I think that he wasn't really depressed, or he was depressed, or he was just experiencing a lot of highs and maybe some lows. We don't know. I don't know too much about the guy. I just know that he does those shows about parts unknown. He also was an older guy. So at this point, I'm just going to stop the video. I don't know too much, but I can only expand on bipolar. So I can imagine what he was going through, and it was awful. It was rough. And to most people who say, oh, he was experiencing the great life, he's all selfish. No, that's not true. He wasn't experiencing the great life. It's all a matter of opinion. So somebody can that's the thing with bipolar, is that you could have $1 million and you can feel like shit. Pardon my language, but that is the key here. Is bipolar is not what you think. It's very, very sad. It's not what most people think, is being blessed all the time with all these material goods, this money, the ability to travel. All that stuff is not helpful to somebody with bipolar. I mean, they really need to sit down. They really need to start from scratch and heal themselves. And that is the ultimate goal with somebody with bipolar, is to feel normal, to have a normalized state of being, and not experience mania or extreme lows. I mean, there's a lot that goes into treating it, but I just wanted to speak on Anthony Bourdain, and the same can be said of Kate Spade. I don't know too much about her either, but that's what bipolar is. It's a shame. It really is, but the more and more experiences you have of bipolar, the more you want to suicide. So hopefully this video would bring some new light to what's going on. So thank you for listening, and I advise you to read up more on bipolar and learn more about it. But I may make more videos in the future. Thank you so much. Bye.